What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Level Up Your Audio Game. Now, this is a series where I share audio tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey as a solo freelance videographer. If you're interested in seeing more of this sort of stuff, make sure you subscribe and turn the notifications on. So, in this episode, I'm going to share with you guys how to record better voiceovers at home. Now, with the ever-growing amount of people starting podcasts from home or needing to record audio snippets of themselves talking at home, I thought this would be a really great time to make this video. Every now and then, I might have to ask a client to send across an audio snippet of themselves talking to put into a video project, and I find that I'm constantly just saying the exact same things every time. So I thought I might as well just make this video, and then next time I have a client that needs to do a voiceover, I can simply just send them this video, and you can even share this video with your clients too. Now, I highly recommend picking up a microphone if you're planning on doing this a lot. A really good microphone that you can get is the Rode VideoMic NTG. What's great about it is you can use it with a camera, you can use it with your computer, and you can even just use it with your phone. But if you're not ready to invest in picking up a microphone, the next best thing to use would simply be your mobile phone. Now, the first thing that you want to think about is what room in your house that you film these voiceovers in. Now, generally speaking, the best rooms for this are ones that are smaller and ones that have carpet on the ground. So anything like a bedroom is ideal. If, however, you only have floorboards throughout your house, you can chuck a few blankets on the ground, and this does help reduce some of the echo that's going to be apparent in your voiceover. You also want to film this voiceover in a room that doesn't really get much external noises. So something that's pretty far back in your house, not really close to the road or train lines. And you want to make sure that your aircon or heating is off and there's no like washing machines or dishwashers on, because all of that noise is going to be really picked up on the microphone. Next up is positioning of the microphone, of your script, and of yourself. I highly recommend that you sit on a comfortable chair, nothing that swivels and nothing that squeaks. You want the microphone to be pointed towards your mouth, so right now I'm just going to pull my microphone a little bit closer to me so it's going to be in frame. So right now my microphone is pointed directly to my mouth, and it is about 30 centimeters, give or take. Now, if you're using your phone and you don't have some sort of phone tripod mount, don't stress. You could literally use a stack of books leant up against your table to rest your phone on, and then have that facing your mouth. Now, like I said before, you don't want to be sitting on a swivel chair, because if you move, you're going to hear that in the audio recording. So let's take this for example. I'm talking directly to my microphone, and now I'm moving away from my microphone, and you can hear that the audio changes because my direction is changed completely. Now I come back facing towards the microphone and it sounds good again. Now again, I go back to the other side and it sounds a bit weird. You can hear that I'm distant and that I'm not talking directly to the microphone. So at all times, you want to remain facing the microphone, and you don't want to do slight movements like this because you're probably going to hear it. When you're recording audio, you definitely don't want your voice to be peaking at all. Generally speaking, if you're looking at the levels, the green portion of the levels means that it is good audio, and then when it starts to get to orange, it means that it's getting closer to peaking, and then when it's red, it means it's peaking altogether. And what I mean by peaking is it's reaching a limit that is too loud and it starts to become really muffled. So I'll just quickly show you an example. So right now my audio is peaking and you can tell it doesn't sound the best. Even though I've lowered the volume, it still doesn't sound good. Now, if your audio is peaking, you don't want to move your microphone further away from you. What you want to do is turn the input level down. So if you're using the Rode VideoMic NTG, you can simply turn the dial at the back of the microphone to lower the input level. Or if you're using a camera, just change your input levels on your camera. But at no time do you want to move the microphone distance further away from you, because again, you're going to hear that. Now, if you're planning on reading off of a script, I highly recommend that you hold your phone at eye level like this. Now, like I said earlier, when you change the direction of your face, your voice is projecting in a different direction. So if you have your phone at eye level like this and you're simply just reading it like this, then your voice stays projecting towards the microphone instead of looking down here and projecting down here like this. So if you are planning on reading off a script, I recommend that you just go over it a few times and have a practice run before you actually record your voiceover. If you're new to doing voiceovers, you can generally tell when someone's reading off of a script, as they don't really add much personality into the words that they're saying. So I'll give you a quick example. Manson says that instead of trying to turn lemons into lemonade, we should learn to stomach lemons better and stop distracting ourselves from life's inevitable disappointments chasing stuff like money. Now that was pretty boring and pretty stagnant, but if you add a little bit of personality, accentuate some words, and give pauses throughout your sentence, it's going to change the way it sounds completely. Manson says that instead of trying to turn lemons into lemonade, we should learn to stomach lemons better and stop distracting ourselves from life's inevitable disappointments, chasing stuff like money. If you're using a program where you can see the levels, you want to be recording your voiceover at about -10 to -12. If you're recording your audio and it's sitting at about -20 decibels, that's going to be really hard to bring back up and make it sound really good. Something I highly recommend doing is recording only a snippet of the full voiceover that you want to record. Send it across to your editor and ask them for their opinion. They'll let you know if you need to change anything or if it's good to go. There's nothing worse than spending half an hour filming a voiceover only to find out that you have to do it all over again. A little tip on how to speed up your editing workflow is to clap when you make a mistake. Because when you see that loud spike in the waveform, you know that's where your mistake is, and you can simply just cut that bit out. And it just makes it a lot easier being able to see the physical spike in the waveform when you're editing. That's all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up and even subscribing to my channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Go into the smallest room in your house. My computer just went to sleep. Pick up me. How long's that been focused on the f***ing mic? Nah, you gotta go, mate. At about -10 to -12. You wanna be, if you're using a program where you can see the left, say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera.